Hey, you guys, welcome back to Is Your Six Covered. Appreciate you showing up. And today we're doing the 10,000 mile. I think it's 4 months or 5 months I've owned this thing now. Kind of an update, what's going on, how it's been working, if I enjoy it, don't like it, pros, cons, all that fun stuff. So we're going to get into it. So this is a 2022 Entegra Launch. Has the Sprinter van or Mercedes-Benz front on it, and it has been nothing but freaking joy and happiness when it comes to me going and adventuring in it. Some of the things that I really enjoy about it is the overall length is short. It's 144-inch wheelbase. It is four-wheel drive, which was definitely a bonus for what I do. And I probably wouldn't have bought one if it was not a four-wheel drive. The newer versions, the 2023 is an all-wheel drive of some sort, but I really wanted four-wheel drive. So looking at it, you can see it's basically bone stock. There is no stuff hanging all over it, except for right there, you're going to see that box right there. That box is a Tractor Supply box. It's the chest version of it. I believe it's 48 inches long. Basically, it fits inside of a cab of a normal standard pickup truck. Doesn't have the rails where it sits on top. This is the chest version. And up there, I just put that on the other day. And the reason for it is I'm headed out to Idaho, go see family, have a great Thanksgiving, and then headed down to Nationals for the PRS Rimfire Championship. So this thing, if you guys don't know, or if you're new to the channel, what I do is I drive around and shoot competitive competitions for long range and 3-gun, and whether it's center fire, rim fire. So I basically love shooting. That's what I enjoy doing. And this vehicle for myself and even one other person would be top-notch, perfect van. But if you were to have, say, you and your wife and a couple kids and a dog, this unit is not for you. Some of the bonuses and perks to it was the short wheelbase, where I can get to the match and the range and all that kind of stuff. And the roads aren't always blacktop, and they're mostly gravel, and some of them are pretty damn jacked up when you're getting to the stages. So having something like that definitely is a bonus. The bonus with one of these things is everything you need is inside of that van for the most part, besides stuff that you hang off the top or the sides or wherever you decide you want to mount some stuff. But everything you need is there. It is tight, but like I said, everything you need is there. You have a nice bed, you got a shower, you have a bathroom, you have a kitchen, and you got a little bit of cabinetry to put some of your goodies. Now I will say, when it comes to storage, this is not like some 32-foot motorhome with triple slides and then you got all the space on the bottom and a bunch of cabinets. If you're looking for something like that and you don't really want to go out and adventure, I would definitely go with the motorhome, because this is the cost of a really nice motorhome when it comes to price-wise. But some of the bonuses to this is you will get to places that no other motorhome will ever get to. You will find camping spots and hidden spots and beautiful places along the rivers, the streams, and places where there's not a bazillion people, which when you're doing that, you don't want to see a bazillion people unless they're all, hot girls in bikinis per se. So the bonuses to this thing is a lot. The disadvantages is storage. So some of the things that you'll see, like I said, is that box on top. Reason for the box on top is not only to hold extra gear, stuff like that. We are in a concern right now. This is doing this video, and it is November 3rd. So November 3rd, this next couple weeks, they're saying that diesel fuel, especially along the East Coast and other places along the United States, are going to be tough to find diesel fuel. So for the big rig drivers, this thing is a diesel, all that kind of stuff. Having some extra fuel on board is key. So up on top, you'll see that box, and inside of that box, there's going to be lots of crap in there. But you're going to see 5 gallon tanks, 4 of them, so 20 gallons of extra diesel fuel inside of there. I'm going to have chains, because I am headed to Idaho, probably go see some Colorado, and wherever I end up. That's the best thing about having this. So 2 sets of chains, so I'll be able to put chains on all 4 tires. I already have the 4-wheel drive capabilities. There'll be some max tracks up there as well, some basically recovery pads that you can drive on to get out of stuff. and then some straps, a shovel, and a few things like that, an axe. So all that stuff on top, you really don't per se use it all the time. It's more of a, oh crap, I'm stuck kind of deal. Then I'll hike my dumb ass up there, utilizing the ladder and get up top, get what I need, and then hopefully get out of the situation. But the fuel is important. So right now, I have about 140 pounds of just fuel on top. But I didn't want to put it on the back. A lot of people mount stuff on the back here with Rototrax. You know, they're basically 2.5 gallons, 3 gallons of fuel, whether it's gas or diesel or whatever the hell you need. But I don't like having fuel in the back where someone can impact my vehicle and basically start a fire with the other engine motor and the heat and all that, and the collision, right? So I thought it would be a lot safer to put it on top. The van's already high anyways. I can't go through drive-thrus. Oh, that was definitely a disadvantage to this. So as you're on the freeway and you're like, man, I really need to just grab a burger or whatever the case is, you can grab a burger, but your ass is not going to be driving through about 90% of the drive-thrus that have the arms that go on top, where you would normally be ripping some of the stuff off of your van, or you would be messing up their building. So something to think about as well. The motor has a little lag when you first learn to drive this thing. Basically, you step on the fuel, and then it takes about a few seconds before it basically gets to going. So it's got kind of this weird lag thing. Once you get used to it, it's okay. There is like different chips per se you can put in here, different modules, and kind of fix that. But for the most part, it's not a huge hindrance. It is at first. Just getting used to it. So you learn to step on the gas pedal before you need to go, basically. Everything's been working really well on here. I've had a few hiccups. Where I was washing the vehicle one time, spraying the undercarriage, I believe, and the awning, somehow the electrical to the awning, something's down there, whatever the case was, but it kept trying to retract. It'd be all, it's basically opening, closing. Finally, when it dried out, it stopped doing that, but it was a total pain in the butt. And you were kind of wondering if you were going to turn into a one-wing airplane on the freeway as you're driving down the road. So that was kind of a pain in the butt. When I first got it, the chip, basically not a chip, it's a fuse, wouldn't let the 360 turn on, so figured that out. Just a couple little hiccups here and there, learning the system and how to use it correctly and all that kind of stuff. The heating system works amazing. The battery that's in there, I can't think of what it is, like 210 something hour lithium battery in there, has been phenomenal. It's worked great. The AC unit works really well. I usually don't run that unless it's like super hot and I just want to cool off the area. Most of the time I can do everything I need with just the fan that goes on top and cracking a window, sucking some cold air into the vehicle while you're sleeping is a lot better for me. I don't like listening to the AC run. So that has been, but everything has been working really good. Storage, trying to find places to put clothes, all that kind of stuff, because underneath here, this whole area right here, above here is the bed. And the bed actually does lift up and come down if you wanted to add mountain bikes or whatever the hell you want to put in there. But I have mine set up more of a permanent basis. I have the gun stuff's all underneath the bed and all that kind of stuff, so it works out really well for what I do. You could get all that stuff out of there. You could sleep more people underneath, some kids or a dog or whatever the case is. But for me, running all the stuff that I do, I need all that area for firearms, basically. When it comes to clothes and trying to hang shirts and that kind of stuff, room is almost zero. You just kind of find places to hang stuff. But the kitchen's worked out really well. The refrigerator works amazing, along with the freezer. The heating stove that came with it, you have to have a metallic style, something that magnets will stick to, because it won't turn on unless you have something with enough metal in it to know that it's actually on the heating stove top. That I learned the hard way. The window coverings that came with the vehicle are freaking amazing. They're magnetic. The ones on the sides for the passenger and driver's door, they work really good. They help hold the heat in as well. And then the front one, basically the sunshades hold it in place. So that works really well and definitely helps to insulate and keep some heat in. or to keep the heat from getting in. Other than that, the outside speakers that you see, those two black speakers right there, I don't really run music outside. For the most part, it has its own separate stereo system. So you have those two speakers, and then you have two speakers in the cab that you can listen to music. And it has 2 zones, so you can either turn them both on or turn one of them off. And that's a cool thing. The awning works really well. I do have some hiccups with it where I got to get up there and sometimes help pull it out in order for it to engage and then come out. But it is super nice to have the covering, and what's really cool about it is if there's a heavy wind or something like that, it retracts and goes in and helps save it from getting ripped off the van. So with that said, hopefully you guys enjoy. If you have any questions, or maybe you're thinking about maybe getting one of these, definitely find a dealership in your area, see what you like. Definitely when you buy one of these though, look for the quality. A lot of places are building these things like people that are just coming up with their own cool ideas. Some of them are very cool and some are very basic and boring. They look very open, and they are very open, but if you really want a shower in a bathroom that's easy to and accessible, and you don't have to like pull curtains down and basically make a shower every time, this is what I preferred. So hopefully have fun, go out, adventure, have fun, and figure out. Part of it is having fun is figuring out where you can put stuff, like fishing poles and stuff like that. First week I bought it, I had a brand new fishing pole that was a single, and the door closed because I didn't have it locked on the bathroom, and basically snapped the brand new tip off of the damn fishing pole. So figuring out where stuff is that's not going to get damaged is key. You guys have a great day. Hope you enjoyed the video, and again, leave some comments down below and questions. Talk to you later.